Yo mensen van Squirtlegames, mijn naam is Ceyhun en vandaag gaan wij Hogwarts Legacy aflevering 22 opnemen. We waren geëindigd bij, ja, dat we met hem niet eens waren. Hoe heet hij ook weer? Sebastian. Dat we met Sebastian niet eens waren. En nu gaan wij een sidequest doen met Poppy. Want ik ben oprecht benieuwd wat er bij de draak gebeurd is. En we moeten level 23 worden. Dus ik zie jullie daar. Oké, dus nu zijn we met Poppy. En we moesten met hem praten.
You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs, they'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
No, that's not.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Okay,
I'll let
yes.
you know as soon as I have a plan.
Protego!
Nou, dat was een quest. Ja, ik ga ze beide wel doen. Die vinden en bombarderen.
I should investigate.
Yes, okay.
I'll look after you.
Een giant purple toad kan je... daar vinden? Kom op.
Levioso. Protego, Levioso.
Oh my days.
Simon's all finished.
Okay. Oké, yes. Dames en heren, we moeten nu naar de klas van de beesten.
There's so much we don't know about beasts. So much.
Oh yes, oké. We zitten weer in de klas met beesten. Ziek. Oké.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Ja, zeker.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now,
Okay.
you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
Oké, ik ben benieuwd.
Nice and steady wand movements.
Nou. Dan heb ik hem hoor, de Bombarda.
Protego!
Dit is weer even geleden dat ik weer een nieuw spel heb.
Let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Yes, stop.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Zo, dat is best een goede spel. Nou, ik wil nog andere spels leren, dus gaat goed komen. Oké. Nou, we hebben nu Bombarda, maar we moeten nog die Vendo hebben. En die hadden we eigenlijk al lang moeten hebben, dus... Die moet hier zijn.
Greetings. Please, take your time looking about. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Zo.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Yes, okay. Hey, ik ben nou 23.
Protego! Stupid. Yes. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Okay.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Defindo. Wand at the ready.
Okay, yes. Dan gaan we Defendo leren.
Defindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Hoppa. We hebben Defendo helemaal compleet. En nu hebben we Defendo.
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Defindo.
Rebellion.
Defendo.
Descendo! Defendo!
Pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
Confringo!
Yes. We gaan nu met deze
Welcome back.
derde bezig. Nou,
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map.
okay, yes.
Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Okay.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Oké. Nou, dan gaan we deze quest doen en dan gaan we er gelijk mee stoppen.
The headmaster's office.
Want je hebt 3 dingen gedaan en dat vind ik wel
Perhaps
genoeg.
Professor Fig will. Now here's Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're
Oh
building
ja,
massive drills to help
Lodgok
with
was
their
vorige
search.
aflevering.
Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf.
Je moet een potion brewen.
Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Oh, wacht, nee. We hebben hier al een drinken.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Ja.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Oh, maar deze. Ik ben een totaal andere persoon. Ik ben ineens verwond. Dat is super grappig eigenlijk, maar...
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I did?
I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners? Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Okay. Professor, a word? Professor Black?
Yes.
Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa. That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope.
Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Yes.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Oké. Yes. Dus dames en heren, voor dit laat ik het de volgende aflevering voor. Dus vond je dit nou een leuke aflevering? Dan gaan we de volgende keer de Headmaster Office in. Ik heb 2 spreuken gedaan en ik me voorgedaan als Professor Black. Dus ik vind het een geniale aflevering al. Dus vond je nou een leuke video? Doe een blauw omhoog. Je rechts kan abonneren op mijn YouTube kanaal als je het leuk vond. Om zeker de volgende video zien. En er is nog 1 ding en dat is doei!